All right, guys, I just want to say real quick that I was wrong about the ZV-E1, but I'm not wrong about the Nikon ZR. All right, when this thing came out, I thought it was kind of a joke. I'll be honest with you. I was like, wait, way too much money. No HDMI, no dual card slot recording, which really, that doesn't really matter to me anyway. There was so many things I was wrong about this camera. This camera is made for content creators like you and me on the YouTube. Okay, this is not meant to be full production set. However, I was wrong about the ZV-E1. At first, I didn't want anything to do with it. As far as like, yeah, maybe it's a $1,500 camera. But I'm telling you, this has been a great camera because I gave it a shot. And it's my favorite of all the cameras I have or have had yet. This is my favorite. Why? Because it's simple. Probably because it's Sony and I like the menus and the convenience. And that's mainly, it just works. And without all the extra options, you don't have to go through the menus and play around. You got 4K, guys. That's about it. That's what you got. You can choose 30, 24, 30, 60, or 100, 20 frames per second. That's all you got. I mean, you're just not, like the Lumix, you're talking, you got 100 different resolutions. But I'm not wrong about the ZR. Let me tell you. So the first thing I'm going to tell you about is the screen. Okay, the ZR is meant to be entry level into doing content creation and making like your own little short movies and things like that. It's not meant to be a full out Michael Bay Transformers production. That's not what that's for. It's to introduce you into Red, to get you into the system. So hopefully you'll move up into the system. But that's why they give you the 4-inch screen, right? I've been saying this forever. Like, why don't they take, I think it should be a 5-inch screen. They should take this and put it on that. Like, you know what I mean? They should have been doing, I said that 2 years ago. They should have been putting the, better screens in these cameras. So to date, the ZR is gonna have like the best screen than any of the other cameras. Right, you're talking even like the new Canon C50 and the FX3. They don't even have screens as good as what's going to be on the ZR, right? But anyways, see, understand it's a 4-inch screen for a reason, because it's not. That's why they give you micro HDMI. Yeah, you can use it, but it's not meant to be hooked to a monitor. That's why they give you the 4-inch screen, right? I mean, I got a 5-inch on here versus the little 3-inch ones, and there's a big difference. So the 4-inch will be a little bit bigger. It'll give you more real estate to figure stuff out. So generally, you won't need, for general use, you probably won't need to rig it out with the extra external monitor. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing is 32-bit flow. It's not a real big thing for me, but it's built in, guys. You don't have to have that big old top handle. It's $500, right? You can't even buy the C50 without the top handle. That's like the goofiest thing. Like, what if you don't want the top handle? I mean, can I save $500 and get and they shouldn't have come right out of the gate giving you the option. But with it built in, it's the first camera with it built in. You see, so it's a run and gun entry-level film camera, cinema camera, and that's what it's for. So I do have my ZR on pre-order, and do I need it? No, I got the Lumix S1 too. How much? What is it really going to offer me? Well, not a whole lot, but I want to try to maybe dabble with the Red Raw and just to try that. We'll see. But anyway, in a compact body, my ZV-E1 will overheat, which I haven't had problems with it because I know how to work around it. But apparently this thing has really good heat tolerance and it'll go in most situations. I'd love to put that to the test. But what's in it for me? I mean, I already pretty much have it's a tweaked sensor than the Z6 III, because I got rid of my Z6 III. It wasn't right for me. But I'm gonna give it a shot with the ZR because I'm a tech head, a geek, and I want to play with it. But for the price, the entry-level price of $2,200, of what that thing does, that's a hard pill not to swallow right there. I mean, you're talking the C80 is like $3,800. I was kind of hoping for that. If it was like $3,000, I might have tried to make it work one way or the other, maybe sell another camera or two or whatever, but $4,000, guys, for a camera, to me, is, unless you're going to make money on it, I mean, even as a hobby, that's too much for me. Like, the most I've paid for a camera is about half that, because I get rebates and deals and whatever. But $2,200 seems like a fair price for everything you're getting compared to the competition. I mean, like the FX2, I like the FX2. I like the body of the FX2. I like the sensor of the FX2. But it's got so many limitations. For $2,700, it's an A7 IV that doesn't overheat. Like, why just buy an A7 IV or A7C2 and put a fan on it for $1,800? You know what I mean? And save yourself $1,000. You don't get any of the extra stuff, you know. But the one thing again I like about my E1 is the convenience. That DJI mic, those mic minis, you can get that little adapter. You put it on your hot shoe, and it's awesome. I just turn the ZV-E1 on, boom, turns on. I turn it off, boom, turns off. I can have it all set up to where I turn my camera on, and I got my mic and everything ready to go, boom, and it's convenience. My S1 II is not set up that way as much, and it's a little more of a pain in the booty, you know, because I got it rigged up a little more, which is nice, but the convenience versus, you know, extra power. But the ZR takes the extra power, right? It takes like the extra power, and it takes the camera, and it kind of merges them together. So you get convenience and power in a small body. With the ZR, you get 6K, right? 6K. So now you're getting double the megapixels. So you can still use it for photos too, which isn't real big for me anyways. But you see what I'm saying? Like, you're getting all these extra things. So I might just keep this and then get the ZR and have that. And I'm gonna compare the ZV-E1 versus, because it's the same price point. Yeah, everyone's comparing it to the FX3. Dude, this is the same price as the ZR. Let's compare this. And it's got the same sensors as FX3. So this is, to me, is more of a comparison. Let's go with what you can get for the price, right? What you can get for the price. So let me know your thoughts on the ZR. I'm not saying it's a perfect camera, man. I don't care. They're all good. You don't even need this much of a camera. Go buy a ZV-E10, get a 16mm 1.4, all used, $700, $800, whatever, and you're done. That's all you need, guys. I mean, if you're doing YouTube, you don't need any of this extra stuff. It's just, you get lost in the sauce. But if you like cameras and you like discussing these things, and I mean, cameras are like politics. Some people are like, you know, hey man, I just want to use whatever works best for me. Some people are like, no, this brand's the best, and that brand's terrible, and this camera's horrible, and this camera don't work. It's like, no, man, dude, listen. I tried them all. I tried every brand, every name brand, from Fuji, I got Nikons, I got Lumixes, I got Sonys, I got Canons. They're all good. It doesn't matter. But what is going to work best for you, for the money? That's me. I'm a bang for the buck kind of guy. For the ZR, oof, for that much money, that's a lot of money. But for that much money, you know. But if you just want like 6K 30 open gate, at the bare minimum price, go for a S5 II. Get one of those used for like $1,200, $1,300. Those are still great. I still got one of those. That's what I use in my church. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on the ZR, what you think. And I'm looking at I want to compare it. I want to see how I like it. I want to see how it works, and something a little new, you know. Sensor-wise, apparently it was tweaked some from the Z6 III, right? It's obviously tweaked different than the S1 because the readout speed's even faster than the S1 too. So they got it tweaked different than Lumix does. So I can't wait to dive in to play with that a little bit and get my feet wet with that. So, but again, it's a run and gun camera, guys. That's what it's meant to be. See, I didn't get that with the ZV-E1. The ZV-E1's not meant to leave on the tripod for 3 hours. It's not. You could do that with, apparently, we'll see, with the ZR. But you get everything else with it. So let's give it a go. I'll let you know. I pre-ordered mine like the day it came out. So it's going to be a while. Don't come out till October 20th. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think. Anything you'd like to see, any videos you'd like to see, comparisons, things like that. We'll talk to you later.